So today we are going to meet 𝗪𝗂'𝗵𝗁. 𝗪𝗪 is a PhD student at the University of Texas at Austin. We will ask him, and he would like to introduce himself.
Okay, yeah. So thank you, Moz. Yeah, my name is 𝗪𝗂'𝗵𝗁, and I'm currently a PhD student at UT Austin in the structural engineering department.
𝗪𝗪, first of all, thank you so much for joining us today here. We would like to know that many students they try to apply for universities, and they often encounter so many unexpected problems, such as writing cover letter, writing statement of purpose, writing their CV, drafting, writing emails to professors. So would you like to start your journey and tell us more about what was the motivation behind applying to University of Texas at Austin?
Okay, yeah. So basically, if you let me go back to the previous one background initially. So I did my undergraduate from Lahore, UT Lahore in Pakistan. So after that, I moved to Doha and work in the industry for 1 year. And then I choose to I already got some enough experience in the industry, so I said, let me go into the academic field and further excel in my master degree. So I was lucky enough to get the funded scholarship from Qatar government. Like Qatar University gave me a graduate assistant offership, where I did my masters from there. So now coming to UT, it's a long journey. It was not planned that yes, when I was doing my undergraduate or master's that I have to come to UT. No, that was not the plan. I have to even my goal was my dream was to do the PhD from USA, but I never thought about the UT Austin in the first choice. But we never know. We've never been to USA, so to be honest, we don't know how many universities in the USA exist and what happens there. So, but people sometimes in their undergraduate they try to look for universities from the day one, but we're not in that loop out there. So we're enjoying the life. So coming once I finished my masters from Qatar University. After that, I worked in the Qatar University as a teaching assistant, as a full-time teaching assistant job, where I have a chance to meet with different faculty members. Those faculty members they came from the USA. That gives me the motivation that if you want to become a faculty member, and you have to go to states for the PhD. Even somebody says that don't even try to go to Canada, Australia, because the education system in the USA, if you really want to become a faculty member, I would say, and I will encourage everyone to come to the states. The talking about applying to UT Austin at that stage, there was a pandemic situation in 2022. I came here in 2022 fall, so it means that I started applying in 2021. So you need to apply at least 1 year ahead of your time schedule. This is the number one choice. Second thing is you need to shortlist the number of universities, the good programs across the US. Don't even target one university that I have to go to UT Austin, like consult with the faculty member, look for the top 10 schools, then go with the tier one and tier two school as well, because you never know what one thing will get you into the UT. It's not a GPA. It's not like you have high publications, or you might definitely will get something. No, it's not the case here. They look your overall potential of the student. Like maybe you did something extraordinary, but you never know what will put in the CV, and then might be the guy who is in the admission committee might like you. We're looking for this guy. So it's never the GPA. So applying, I already started applying for. I already gathered the information from. I look for the websites. So the best thing is look to the websites of each school. Uh, then which since my background was structural engineering, so I was targeting the structural engineering school. So there are hundreds of schools in America that are offering PhD in civil engineering. But if you want to go in the good schools, so there are rankings based on the states. So try to apply in the public universities. Don't even try to go with the private ones because they are quite expensive. So public universities, and then in also in structure, more specifically, I was in structural engineering. So structural engineering, you have to look for the schools which have the good structural engineering laboratory. So UT Austin is one of the top school in terms of structural engineering across the states. They have a very big Ferguson structural engineering laboratory, and I am lucky to be working in the Ferguson lab. Uh, Now, talking about uh, the documentation required for applying in the admission, the very first thing is you have to have a very good statement of purpose. That what the statement of purpose is, how you have to write a statement of purpose, and what you should include in the statement of purpose. There are things I might say, like every candidate has to be very careful about writing those ones. So initially, when I was applying, people were saying search on the Google, look for some sample SOBs, or look for some guys who already got admission. But I did not even, to be honest, I did not look to uh, any of them. And because my professor, one of the doctor in the university, told me, write yourself and write what you are. Just be simplistic and just mention who you are, what is your background, what you currently you are doing, what is your interest, what what benefit you will bring to UT Austin, or you can say in other words, what thing that catch your eye in the UT Austin, like who is the key faculty member you're looking for. So, so in coming back to the SOP, the statement of purpose, uh, as I mentioned, that be yourself. Don't try to search or because each professor receives thousands of SOPs. So you can search on ChatGPT or Google or anything, but if you write yourself, your professor will know, okay, this guy writes by himself because he is a professor. He is not a student anymore. And yes, and for myself, when I was I already decided my choice of doing the PhD in structural engineering. So I already highlight the faculty members, and they have, since it's a Ferguson structural engineering laboratory, so I target that I would like to work in that particular lab. I don't know which professors agreed me to come into states, but they will never know. Like you will never know about this one, but in structural engineering. But sometimes professors will contact you and say, okay, hey, let's have an interview and start from there, and we'll work on this one. So
Back to the question when you talked about SOP, what was the process? How the process looked like? Did you look at other people's samples specifically in your field, and then you start drafting your statement of purpose, or did you just like start writing yourself and then ask someone to look at your SOP and then provide you feedback? How did the process look like?
okay, so the process is like when you apply to particular university, each university has certain guidelines to apply. So some universities will say, give us the research statement and the statement of purpose. They're two different things. Research statement is a different thing than statement of purpose. Some university says, give us only the statement of the purpose. So statement of purpose means is, and you have, they mentioned that it should not be more than two pages. So you have to compile everything. Some says do not exceed certain words. So each university is different from one university to the other. So there is no particular or clear criteria that you have to follow. What I definitely I look to some of the SOPs available. Uh, yeah, one thing I would like to add here, that most of the universities, they also provide links for sample reference letters or SOPs in their websites. So you have to also go through them, go through those ones. And then once you read 2 or 3 SOPs, you've already got an idea what exactly SOP means. SOP means why you want to join PhD program. This is your first goal, like why you want to join a PhD program. It's not like, yes, I would like to join a program because I'm good. That does not make a sense.
Mhm.
Build a story behind this, like what was your educational background? Your statement of purpose should show what you are. It does not mean that I'm good. Don't highlight the good points. Also, you can also highlight the weak point as well. That this area I would like to explore further, and like be yourself means. And at the end, start with your general introduction, then talk about your current achievements, and then at the end, talk about the lab you will be working on, potential lab or potential supervisor. Why you think that you are fit to this supervisor? Think about, like, it's not like because he is good or he's instructor. No, his area. Look to his Google Scholar profile. What he is doing? What is his current? Look to the websites. What is his current project going on?
So, can you just summarize the process, the whole process? So the first step was finding out that University of Texas Austin Department of Civil Engineering is for you. That was the first step. The second step was now you want to apply, and to apply, you go to the website and then you read the requirements. So, would you mind talking more about step by step the process? How much time it took you? In preparation of all the documents, and then tell me the final stage until you get your offer letter.
Okay, so I started the process in September 2021, applying for the following year 2022. So you're talking about 1 year in advance. You start working on SOP. In the meanwhile, you also have to apply for the IELTS or TOEFL exam. There's certain requirement you have to meet, and then also GRE is there. Nowadays, I think in pandemic it was waived off, but if you apply, it's a bonus point. But I think now it's a must. So all the requirement, if it is there, you have to meet the requirements. Make sure that all the tests have been done accordingly. Do not start to apply for TOEFL or GRE in September, because this is the time to apply. The admission time window is till 30th November or 1st December. That's the most of the universities, the American universities take the admission at that timeline is. So you need 1 month just to apply in our university. So means you should have all the documents ready before that one. So since I have all the documents ready and I have all the scores, so I started applying in different schools based on going to their website, look to the recommendations, certificate, and also yes, you need 3 recommendation letters from your previous institute, and make sure that those recommendation letters should be uh, they should be very good, because US guys or US professors, they rely mostly on the recommendations. It's not about how good you are, what the other guy is recommending and who is recommending. That is another issue we have to discuss. Like, what should be the recommend? How can we find recommendations from professors? So since I was in university, so I already got 3 recommendations from different professors. They says okay, and also the point is, if if you're talking about professionalism, people will judge you based on your work experience or based on your capability. So if you ask somebody to write a recommendation letter, he will not say, okay, this guy is stupid, or he will definitely will try to recommend you, but he should write in a good way. And normally I don't know what they write, because so normally university send email to those professors, we talk with them, and then they write the recommendation letter. So this is the key thing here: 3 recommendation letters and SOPs. This should be you should make sure that this is 100% confirmed before applying to US university.
Okay, so once you have all your documents ready, what was the next step after that?
Next step, you go to the website. uh, the admission cycle is open, so you create your online account, you make your login password and ID is there, like ID and password, and then then they mention that, right, fill out the form. It's all online. It's a detailed process, so do not try to finish the application in 1 day. Try 1 week for one university, because sometimes they ask too many questions and now you want to explain further in the question, but you are stressed out, so you want to finish by today, so you might mess up with the application.
Great. So let's say once you received your offer letter, the email gave you good news. Now the process of visa starts, right? Where did the process of paying the fee, how the process look like? Then when you submitted your application to the University of Texas Austin, what was the application fee? How did you pay that?
Yeah, the application fee for each university for PhD program is $100. to $150. So you have to pay via Visa credit card. And some people say, is there any waiver for this one? No, there is no waiver. So international students, so because they want to make sure that you're applying to this university. Otherwise, every people will apply in the university. So they put $100, just submit $100. And so that's why I'm saying do not apply in 10 universities or 20 universities. Just apply in 7 to 8, which you are looking for. So that is the visa application. But after the visa, once you got the admission letter from the university, then everything goes according to the plan. Because the international student section will try to communicate with you, and then they give you the I-20s. They will tell you the process, how to contact the US embassy. You have to apply you have to go for the visa interviews and the things over there.
Okay, so you just need to have funding for 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you get your visa, then you landed to the University of Texas Austin. What about the insurance? Who will pay for your like for students insurance?
See, that's why I mentioned in the beginning, apply in the public universities. Don't apply in the public one and private ones. Like if you are going from international students might receive, but definitely if you don't get admission in the public one, private universities are also good. This is a fully funded scholarship, basically. GRA is like they cover everything. All the health insurance, medical for you only, not for your family. But yes, for yourself is covered. So I don't have to pay anything from my pocket.
So GRA stands for Graduate
Research.
Research Assistant. Okay, correct. Great, wonderful. I think thank you so much for a very insightful conversation. We will definitely share the cover letter, the SOP that Shakib he used for applying at the University of Texas Austin in the civil engineering department. So feel free to ask any questions if you have. Please feel free to comment so that if you have any further questions, we can ask those questions to Shakib also, and we will be inviting other candidates as well who are currently studying or working at the University of Texas Austin. Thank you.
Thank you.